Good morning, students. Welcome to my virtual classroom. Today I am going to start with the next topic of statistics, that is from Mathematics of Standard 10th. And before we start, let us do some recaps here. Earlier to this class, we have done how to find the median, I'm sorry, the mean as well as the mode of group data. We had discussed about their basics also, which we had done in class 9th. And today, in this class, we will be talking about how to find the median of grouped data. So without any delay, let's start the topic. In standard 9th, you all have learned the formula of finding median of ungrouped data, right? Median of ungrouped data. And you are finding the median of ungrouped data by looking at the number of observations. Yeah. So before we got the values, what is the total observations, we had first arranged the data values of the observations in either ascending or descending order. That means we have sorted it out. Sorting of the data. And if the observations turn out to be odd, then we had applied the formula of finding the median as n plus 1 by 2 observation. Okay, where n is odd in that case. Suppose if n is even, in that case what we had done, we did n by 2 observation and n by 2 plus 1th observation, right? And we have taken the average of these both, right? These two, n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1, finding the average of these two. Similarly, if we'll go with some examples to understand this thing better, just check out this table now. The table shows marks obtained by number of students. Total number of students here are 100. Okay, and out of 50, that is the marks obtained out of 50 by 100 students. So how do we get that value? See, marks obtained as taken as one column, and number of students is taken as the second column. That is also treated as frequency. So 20 marks obtained by 6 students, 25 by 20, 28 by 24, 29 by 28, 33 by 15 students, 38 by 4 students, 42 by 2 students, and 43 by 1 students, right? So this is the way we arrange the given information in frequency distribution table format. Now if you see here, the n is 100, total number of student is 100, which is taken as the frequency. See here, I'm talking about n equals to 100. So what is the median? First of all, n is 100, that means it's an even number. So finding the median of even number, it's very easy. You find out first of all n by 2th observation and n by 2 plus 1th observations first of all. So if you find n by 2 means what? 100 by 2, which gives you 50th observation, and n by 2, that is 50 plus 1, will give you 51st observation. Alright, these two observations, and finding the average of these two now. So first of all, we need to find it out, what is the 50th observation and 51st observations from the given table. Alright, so let's see how do we do that. In order to get that, we need to find the cumulative frequencies. All right. Because if you see the 50th observation and 51st observation from the previous table, if you see, do you find anywhere 50 and 51st? I'm talking about this column in frequency distribution table. In the column frequency, do you see anywhere written 50 and 51? No, it is not there. So to get that, we need to get or create a new table that is called as cumulative frequency table. Cumulative frequency is nothing but the additions of the given frequency to the next frequency, and so on and so forth, right? So I'll teach you how to find the cumulative frequency here. Just focus to the given example. See, first of all, 6 is there. For the first frequency will be as it is, 6. For the next table, finding the cumulative frequency here, what we have to do, we just have to add this given frequency, cumulative frequency, to the next frequency. Okay, that is 20. So 20 plus 6 will give you 26. Let me make it a little shorter here. Now 26 plus 24 will give you 50, right? And 50 plus 28 will give you 78. 78 plus 15 will give you 93. 93 plus 4 will give you 97. 97 plus 2 will give you 99. And 99 plus 1 will give you 100. Okay, this is the running total of the given frequencies. Okay, and whatever you get here, that is the total number of frequency, that is 100. And if you add this all, you also get 100, and this is what the running total of the given frequency. So how do we get it? First of all, adding the frequency of the given observations to the next observations frequencies, and keep adding to the next number, next frequency number, whatever you have got as the cumulative number, and then keep carrying on till you reach the last observation. Okay, and this is how do we get the frequency, that is cumulative frequencies. Alright, so the moment you have got this cumulative frequency, we need to check which is the 50th observation and 51st observations. From the given table, if you see, let me erase that for you so that the things are quite clear. Yeah. Spots are here. Alright, now it's a little bit visible. So if you see here, what is the 50th observation and 51st observations, looking at the cumulative frequency table here. See, so if you talk about the 50th observation, so here 50th observation means, so here, yeah, so 50th observation is this one, corresponding to what observation? 28. And 51 is not in this one. Do you see 51 here? No. So we have to take the cumulative frequency which is more than 50 but less than the next one. So we'll take the next one here, which is 78, because 51 will not go into 50. So we have to take the next number, because that will fall under 78 now. 78 will give you 29th observations. So 28 plus 29. Finding the average of 28 plus 29 will give you 28.5, which is the median of the given data. 28.5 will give you the median of given data. So this is how we have got the median of data which is given in the table. Okay, and finding the cumulative frequency of that. Okay, So this is quite easier for data which is in tabular format, which there is no class interval kind of thing there. So class, depending on the class size and class interval. So this is the way to find the median of ungrouped data, right? So far we have gone through the revision of median of ungrouped data. Now we'll be talking about how to find the median of group data, right? So let's take a few things here to make the things little more clear, right? So from the given information, the median which we have got as 28.5, so that is the median marks. Okay, convey that the information that about 50% is student obtain marks less than 28.5, another 50% is student obtain marks more than 28.5. Okay, so less than and more than. So this is what the table 14.11 consisting column 1 and column 3 is known as cumulative frequency table. Okay, so the table which you have seen just before that one, I'll just show you. I'll go with the previous table here. 14.10, this is 14.11, column number 1, number 2. Here number of students and cumulative frequency. Altogether this kind of table is called as frequency distribution table, cumulative frequency distribution table. Okay, or we call it cumulative frequency table. Now let us see how to obtain the median of group data through the following situations. Consider this now. Okay, now we have got the class marks here. Okay, the classes, the marks and students are divided into classes here. So here is a table number 14.12 if you see from the your NCERT book here. So marks obtained out of 100 by 53 students in a certain examinations are as follows. So 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So from here if you see, the class size is 10, right? 10 minus 0 is 10. Upper limit minus lower limit will give you the class size. I hope you all know this, right? The upper limit minus lower limit will give you the class size. I have repeated this in my first video of this chapter as well as in my second video of this chapter. I have revised it again in the third video to get the class size. And if you talk about the limits here, what are the lower limits and upper limits? If you see what are lower and upper limits, so if you see in this particular example 0 to 10, 0 is the lower limit. Okay, this is called as lower limit, and 10 is the upper limit. Okay, 10 is upper and 0 is lower limit. So from this given table, what do you understand from this given table, students? The marks is given in terms of class intervals as well as the students, number of students falling in this particular marks category. So in 0 to 10, if you see number of students falling there are 5. 10 to 20, we have 3 students. Marks obtained between 20 to 30 are 4. 30 to 40 are 3. Here 50 to 60 is 4. 60 to 77, right? 70 to 80 we have 9. 80 to 90 we have 7, right? So these many students are falling under the scores, okay, between the ranges which is given here, 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So means what? In this given table, okay, the classes are inclusive or exclusive. The classes are exclusive. Okay, 10 is not included. The upper limit is not included because 10 is repeated here in the second table. If you see here like that. Okay, so 0 to means more than 0, 0 or more than 0, but less than 10. Total number of students falling is 5. Okay, so how many students scored marks less than 10? Marks less than 10 is 5. The next question will be how many students scored more than 10, less than 20 will be 3. More than 10 and less than 20 will be 3. If they'll ask you how many students scored more than 40, 40 or more than 40 or less than 50, so you have to say more than 40 or more than 40, but less than 50 will be 3. Similarly, 90 or more than 90 or 100 less than 100, so you have to look into the last table here, that is 8. Okay, so this is the way you you can give the answers of this type of questions when they will ask you from the given table. Moving forward here now, so we have seen the table, right? Now our next job is to construct a cumulative frequency table. So cumulative frequency, that is less than 10. Why it is called as less than? See, cumulative frequency, we have got two kinds of observations we can make it out of cumulative frequencies. One is the less than type, another is the more than type. If you see your books, you might find it there. So we have got two kinds of like cumulative frequency graph we make, that is also called as ogive graphs, OGIVE. Okay, and based on what data we make ogive graphs, we make ogives on the basis of less than or more than cumulative frequencies. So if you see here, as you see from the previous table, it was 0 to 10, right? So we write less than 10. It was not 10 but less than 10, so it was 5, right? What was the frequency? 5. Now to get the cumulative frequency, we'll just show you the next table here so that the things are more clear. If you see the next table, alright, I'll show you the previous one now here. Okay, I'll just okay, how students, if I ask you to make a cumulative frequency, how will you make it? Yeah, I'll do 2 3 for you, and then you make it the remaining ones, which is already given in the next table now. This is cumulative frequency CF. So the first one will be 5, right? The next one will be 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 will give you what? 5 plus 3 is 8, right? And 8 plus 4 is 12, right? And 12 plus 3 is again 15. So this is the way we make cumulative frequencies. Now I'll show you the next table now. See if you understand from there. See, 5 plus 3. I want you all to just look into the book so that you can understand this thing better. The previous table, that is table number 14.12. Okay, you open that table, look at the table carefully and just try to relate it here. 5 plus the next frequency was 3, right? So 5 plus 3 will be the 8 as the cumulative frequency. 8 plus 4, right? The next was 4, so 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Okay, this way we are finding it. See here, right? 5, 8, 12, and 12 plus 3 is 15. Same way they have got it here. Okay, now if you see, what is the total frequency? Total frequency is 53, which is taken as n, and n means what? N is odd number, right? 53 is what? Odd. So what formula you will apply for finding the mean? Yeah, what formula you will apply to finding the mean? Class, this is another one going from top to bottom, or bottom to top we can say. That is less than, previous graph was previous table was of the less than type, and this is of the more than type of the same question. Okay, it is not different, the same one it is. Just go through this one quickly so that you can get the more than type table from here. If you see the previous table which we have seen there, 14.12, table number 14.12, we had 0 to 10, 5, 3. The same thing is here also. If you see here, the cumulative frequency, what you get from there. So what the two table states here is, you can create a more than type graph or less than type graphs. That is called as ogive curves. So you can create by looking at the questions. If the question says less than 10, less than 20, less than 30, see here, the question says more than 0, right? More than or equal to 0. And if we talk about the previous table here, it is less than 10. So less than 10 means we are taking by default from 0 to 10, right? And this is less than 20 means the class size is of 10, right? So we have to take a class size of 10. So how we can achieve the class size of 10? We can achieve the class size of 10 by taking the interval as 0 to 10, right? Then 10 to 20. If you look into both the tables, you will find no differences, a slight difference in finding the cumulative frequencies. So here, more than or equal to 0, more than or equal to 10, because we are using exclusive type, exclusive data here. More than or equal to 10, more than or equal to 20, more than or equal to 30. Similarly, if you look here, like what we have done is, we have reduced the table from less than and more than table to form a cumulative frequency table. Now 0 to 10 is 5, 3 like this, and they have got the cumulative frequency as 5. 5 plus 3 will be 8, 8 plus 4 will be 12, 12 plus 3 will be 15, 15 plus 3 is 18, 18 plus 4 is 22, so on and so forth till 53, which is total number of frequency. And if you add this all together, you will get 53 only. You can try this out to check or verify. Okay, now our next job is to find the mode using the new formula. Okay, because what formula we have learned, that is in class 9th, that was for ungrouped data, not for grouped one. Okay, for group data we have got something new here for you, that is finding the median. How to find the median now? For that, first of all, we need to check what is the median class. Okay, so to check what is the median class, we have to find we find the cumulative frequencies of all the classes and n by 2. We now locate the class whole cumulative frequency is greater than and nearest to n by 2. This is called as median class. So if you see and look into the definition of median class, it starts from here. First of all, we check what is n. N is 53, we have got, right? So now we locate the class whose cumulative frequency is greater than or nearest to. Either it is more than or nearest to that particular value will be taken as the median class. I'll show you how it is done. So it was n is equals to 53, so 53 by 2 will be 26.5. Now we'll go back to the previous table where we have created a frequency distribution. So see here, what was the value? 26.5. So check 26.5 whether it will fall where exactly, nearby. If you see here the data, look here, 26.5, we need to find it out, right, in cumulative frequency. 26.5. So 26.5, if you see, 26.5, it is not near to 22, it is near to 29, okay. More than or near to, that is 29. And check 29 corresponds to which class? It corresponds to 60 to 70, right? That's why they have taken as 60 to 70 here. So if you see here, the class is this is called as median class, whose cumulative frequency is 29, which is greater than 26.5 or nearest to 26.5. So therefore 60 to 70 is the median class now. Now our next job is to directly put in the values in the given formula and get the median out of that formula. Alright, so let's see how do we do that. Median is equals to L remember class, in our previous session, what we did? What was L? L was the lower limit of the median mode, right? It was the modal class, right? Lower limit of the modal class. Similarly, here L is the lower limit of median class, which we have taken. N is same, that is number of observation, which you can get from the last number of cumulative frequencies or by adding total number of frequencies. CF, if you see here CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. So cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class means 60 to 70. I'll just, if you see here, 60 to 70 is the median class. Okay, so what could be CF? What could be CF? 60 to 70 corresponds to the cumulative frequency as 29. Okay, so we have to check the previous value, previous cumulative frequency. So 60 to 70 is the median class, and preceding to this class is 50 to 60. So we have to check what is the cumulative frequency of 50 to 60 class. That is 22. All right. So that is the cumulative frequency just before that. And then F is the frequency of median class, as we already know. Frequency of median class. H is the class size, assuming class size to be equal. All right. Always remember, we have to make the class size as equal classes. Okay. So it should not be like the first class size what we have found out using the formula of upper limit minus lower limit as what we have got. Whatever value we get, it should be everywhere, like it should be uniform. It should not be changing. All right. So substituting the values, whatever values we have got in the given formula, what we get. So n by 2 is 26.5. L is equals to 60 because 60 to 70 is our median class. Okay. So L is equals to 60. CF, as I have already discussed that one. CF is 22. Right. F is equals to 7. That is the frequency of the median class. If you look into the frequency of median class here, 60 to 70 is what? It is having 7, right? If you see a 60 to 70, that is the frequency. Okay. And H, that is the class size, which is H, 10. 10 minus 0 is 10. And just our next job is fundamental operations here. 60 plus 26.5 minus 22 by 7 into 10. The value which you'll get from here is 66.4. Okay. After addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, we get 66.4. So that is the median. Okay. Median value of the, like about half the students have scored marks less than 66.4 and other half have scored more than 66.4. So that was the based on less than graphs and or the more than graphs. If you draw the graphs, you'll get to understand. We'll be discussing about the graphs in our next class, how to construct and draw the graphs on the basis of given data. All right. So this is how do we do it, how we do and how we find out, we find the median of the given information. So if you look into this example here, a survey regarding the heights in centimeter of 51 girls of class 10th of a school was conducted and the following data was obtained. So if you see this is the way the questions will come. Okay, the question will not directly be giving you the class intervals. Okay, you have to make the class intervals class. So the questions will be like this: less than 140, less than 145, or more than the value. Okay, more than 140, more than 0, more than 10, more than 20, more than 30, like that will be giving you. So based on that information only, we have to draw a frequency, cumulative frequency table. Okay, and then the work is quite easier. The moment you get the cumulative frequency table, the things are quite easier. Okay, then the work of formula is applied. That's it. Okay, so number of girls are already, this is the frequency I was talking about. Number of girls is frequencies. So height in centimeter means less than 140. So less than 140 means what, class? 140 means what? 140 will be the upper limit, remember, upper limit. Okay, 140 will be the upper limit. It is less than. I was talking about exclusive data where the upper limit is not considered. Okay, it is less than what value? I was talking about like this, see 0 to 10 if we have, so 10 is not included, it is excluded. So less than 10 and more than 0, 0 or more than 0. So based on that we make the table. So if you see the table here, less than 140 and it is 145 means difference of 5 is there. So below 140, right? Below 140, 140 to 145. So I told you earlier the difference of 5 is there. So height, that is class size, is 5. So below 140, if you look into this table here, less than 140 means below 140. I don't know where to start from. It can start from 0 also, but 0 is not considered as the height. Height cannot be 0, right? It should be some positive values more than, it should be in natural numbers, not in whole numbers. So let's take here, below 140 is 4, 140 to 145 will be 7, 145 to 150 will be 18, and 160 to 165 is 5. And finding the cumulative frequency, 4 to 4, 4 plus 7, 11, 11 plus 18, 29, 29 plus 11, 40, 40 plus 6, 46, 46 plus 5 is 51. So here is what n is odd, okay, it is odd. N is what? Odd here. Next is, so this cumulative frequency, total frequency is 51. So what you will do? First, you have to find n by 2. So 51 by 2 is what? What is 51 by 2? Can you find it out? 51 by 2. 51 divided by 2. 25.5. Just check this out. 25.5. So n by 2 is 51 by 2, 25.5. Now from this value 25.5, we have to check which is the median class. Alright, check which is the median class, 25.5. So here from the given data here, see, given data, I'll erase this out, only the cumulative ones. See, the data here is 25.5. So 25.5 is very close to, more than, and close to is 29. So if you see cumulative frequency as 29 here, this is the exact cumulative frequency we have to take for the value of n by 2, that is 25.5, and corresponding to this cumulative frequency 29, okay, what is the class? Class is 145 to 150. So 145 to 150 is taken as the modal class, the median class. So 145 to 150 is taken as the median class, and the rest is what we have done here, right? L is 145 from here, the lower limit is 145. CF, cumulative frequency preceding to the median class, that is 11. F is 18. While I'm discussing this thing, students, please open your book and turn to that table, given table, where where the book has already been constructed the table for the given information, and H is 5 as we have already discussed, and using the formula you can find the value of it. Okay, so the value is 149.03. This is the median height of the girls. So we can say that 50% of the students have got less than 149.03, and 50% have got more than 149.03 centimeter. So this is how we do find the value of median, okay, of group data. The median of the following data is moving to the next example now. The median of the following data is 525. Find the values of x and y if the total frequency is 100. Total frequency is already given 100. This is a little twist in the question. Questions are neither easy nor difficult. Okay, it can be either lengthy or short. Okay, so all questions are easy only, I think. It's not that difficult, and you also feel the same. Because the moment you feel that the questions are easy, it will be easy. Otherwise, it is always difficult. So you just add up all the frequencies here, as the total frequency is already given as 100. So you find the cumulative frequency first of all. See how they have done this. You can also do the same way. There will nothing be differences, and as n is equals to 100, so you have to check which one. It is given that n is equals to 100, so n is 100 means what? the last cumulative frequency for 900 to 1000. This is 900 to 1000. Here it should be coming 100, right? So this particular value is equals to 100. So what they have done is this plus is equals to 100. So x plus y is equals to 24, right? So x plus y is equals to 24. We have to check based on this value what is the median class. So the median is 525, which lies in the class 500 to 600. Okay, and if you got the median class, it's very easy to find the median. Okay, you can easily find the median. Let's look into the examples. If you find any difficulties here in this question class, you can always approach me over the WhatsApp, or you can give me a call. I can help you out in this matter also, no problem. So we have the empirical formula, which I think will you can also recollect what you have done in class ninth. 3 median equals to mode plus 2 mean. Okay, or we can write what we have seen was mode is equals to 3 median. If you remember, this was like that: 3 median minus 2 mean, right? Minus 2 mean. This is the way it was given in our class ninth book NCRT. So this is what the empirical formula of finding for the relations between median and mode. So this is the way we can get the value of all the three. Okay, if you get 2, then you can find the third one also by using this formula. And moving to the next part, we have got exercises to solve. Okay, exercise number 14.3. Class, your homework is to solve all the questions of exercise number 14.3. And if you face any problem, do approach me over through the comment sections of our YouTube channel or through WhatsApp group. And that's all from today's class, students, and see you next week with the next topic. You have a good day and all the best. Thank you.